Welcome to this gentle morning yoga practice. All you'll need today is a mat. You might need something under your knees if you have sensitive knees, as there'll be a bit of kneeling, but otherwise find a comfortable spot and let's begin. We're going to be starting in child's pose, so slowly make your way down to the floor, sitting on your heels, and just as you exhale, fold forward, allowing your arms to fall by your side, forehead to the mat. Settling into this posture, allowing your body to melt into the mat, releasing any tension in your shoulders, in your back, in your forehead, and start to bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing as you inhale and exhale easily through your nose. In this particular variation of child's pose, with the knees into the chest, you may notice some restriction in your belly or your front body. See if you can send your breath to expand the back of your chest as you inhale and exhale. Noticing each breath, recognizing how you feel, maybe seeing if you can let go of tension with every exhale. Inhale, inviting calmness and positivity, and exhaling tension. 2 more breaths here, inhaling and exhaling easily. Final breath. On your next inhale, reaching your arms forward. Extended child's pose, maybe opening up your knees so you can allow your chest and belly to fall a bit further into the mat. Feeling a stretch in your shoulders and your upper back. Really see if you can energetically stretch out your fingers, while at the same time forcing your tailbone backwards. Inhale and exhale. Start to walk your hands back towards your knees and lift yourself up. Coming up so that you're kneeling, extend your left leg out to the side and then lower your right hand down. Reach your left hand to your left hip, roll your shoulder out, and then reach your arms up. Feeling a nice stretch along the outside of your left body. Inhale and exhale. Maybe see if you can start to float your foot up off the mat, engaging your belly, engaging your core, and then exhale, release, and then exhale, release your foot back down and come back up. As you come up, slide your left hand down your left leg, reaching your right arm over and up. Gentle stretch here in gate. And then exhale, release, swapping over to the other side. Right foot out to the side, left hand comes down to the mat. Rolling your shoulder open, reaching your right hand up, gazing at your hand or gazing down at the floor or up at your hand if your neck allows, and maybe just reaching your foot out for extra challenge, and then exhale, release. As you come up, pushing into your left knee, sliding your right hand down your left leg, reaching your left hand up and over. Gentle stretch here. And then inhale, coming up to release. coming down to all fours. Hands are under your shoulders. Knees are stacked under hips. Lower belly is hugging in. As you inhale, drop the belly. Shoulders away from your ears, tailbone and crown to the sky. As you exhale, hugging in your belly, rounding through your spine, crown and tailbone to the floor. A few more. Inhale to your cow pose and exhale to your cat pose, rounding through vertebrae by vertebrae, sending your tailbone up and your crown up. Feeling the opening in your chest, shoulder blades drawing together as you exhale, rounding through your spine, shoulder blades apart. Continue this with your breath a few more times. Inhale and exhale, rounding through. Okay, step your hands slightly forwards, bending your elbows. See if you can lower your hips down to the mat and then eventually your chest as well. Hands under your shoulder blades, elbows and forearms connected to the mat. Inhale, pushing up. So your elbows are under your shoulders and we're in Sphinx pose. Hug your lower belly in to protect your spine. Big toes touching as your heels fall out. Shoulders are away from your ears. Feeling a lovely stretch, heart opening, counteracting all of the hunching over the screens and desks that we do. From here, twist your right hand in so it's at a diagonal and see if you can bend your left leg, and then if you're able to reach for your left foot. So you can be reaching with your foot on the outside, or you can see if you can draw it in over the top, feeling a stretch here in the front of your thigh. See if you can stay open in your chest, drawing your heel to your bottom and release. Putting your arm straight out in front and swapping, so our left hand is gonna cross diagonally and pushing your weight through the elbow, keeping the shoulder stacked over the elbow, bending your right knee and reaching back with your right hand to right foot. Draw your heel towards your bottom, feeling a stretch in the front of your thigh. Inhaling and exhaling here. And then slowly release. Bring your hands now so they're back under your shoulders, and we're going to come up into cobra. Curl under your toes, hug your belly in, lowering down, curl under your toes, pressing through your hands into the mat. Come up into a modified plank. If you want a bit more, come into full plank. And we're just going to take a breath here, pushing the floor away, shoulders away from your ears, lower belly hugging in, drawing your heels back. Inhale and exhale, bend down, slowly release your whole body to the mat, forehead down. On your next inhale, pushing through your hands again into your cobra. Exhale, release back down to the mat. Curling under your toes, pushing back up either to modified plank with your knees down or keeping your knees up, pushing all the way up into full plank. From here, send your hips back up to the sky. You might need to step your feet slightly forward, coming into a downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide. Hands are spread wide, fingers and palms and knuckles engaged into the mat. You're drawing your heels towards the mat, even if they don't quite touch. Maybe even soften your knees to enable your bottom to go further up to the sky. Aiming for your chest to your knees, your neck is neutral, gazing between your knees or your ankles. Inhale again. Exhale. Now taking one step in with your feet and walking your hands towards your feet. We're just going to hang here in a forward fold. You might like to heel toe your feet so they're at the edge of the mat, toes just off. And just exhale, bend your knees a bit more, belly to thigh. Hold onto your elbows and ragdoll here. Connecting back to your breath, full and easy breaths. Feeling this gentle stretch, maybe swaying gently side to side. Lowering your hands down to the mat now. We're going to open out our toes so they're facing outwards, and we're going to come into Malasana, bending your knees generously, coming down into our yogi squat. So from here, if you are quite well into your squat, try not to sink into it and think about pushing your feet into the mat a bit more, feeling the engagement in your hips and thighs. You can have your hands in prayer, having some resistance against your knees as well. Opening up your chest, and then exhale, release back down to the mat. Coming into boat pose now. So we're sat on our bottom, equally on our sit bones, knees are bent, feet in front. See if you can rock back onto your tippy toes, and then maybe float one or both feet up into the air. Release your hands if you're able to. 2 breaths. From here, see if you can extend your right leg up, maybe holding onto the calf or even the foot. If you need to lower your left foot, you can, or you can stay here in boat whilst having a bit of a stretch too. And then releasing back down to boat, swapping, so we're going to extend our left leg, feeling the stretch while also working our core. One more breath in boat pose and release. From here we're going to come into butterfly pose, Malasana, drawing your feet together. Soles of your feet are together, thumbs inside, fingers on the tops of your feet. Sitting up nice and tall. See if you can use your thumbs to open out your feet to allow the knees to relax a bit more. And then extending forward, hinging from your hips. Try not to round through the back, but stay lifted. Inhaling and exhaling as you fold. 2 more breaths here. And release. Let's make our way down to lie on our back. Have your feet about the width of the mat and allow your arms to rest on your belly. Let your knees fall over to the left, gaze over to the right. Inhale and exhale, lifting your knees back up to the middle, and we're going to send our knees over the other way. Inhale, knees over to the right, gaze over to the left. Taking a breath here. And on your next exhale, drawing your knees back up to the middle. Bring your knees into your chest and just give yourself a squeeze. Forehead to knees. And then exhale, release. Once again, allow your feet to fall to the outside of the mat and just let your knees drop in. Your hands can stay on your belly, or you can have one hand on your heart, one hand on your chest, or of course your arms can just fall out to the side. We're going to connect back to our breath, taking a few more slow and easy breaths. Having our feet apart and our knees in is a bit more gentler on our lower back. Take a few moments, allow your tensions to melt into the mat. Stay connected with your breath, noticing your inhales and exhales. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, shaking your head from side to side. Slowly bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock. Coming to one side and then slowly bringing yourself up. Taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up today, being present on your mat, and I thank you for joining me today for this practice. Bring your hands to your heart, palms touching in prayer. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Big sigh. Let's do one more. Inhale fully and exhale, sigh it out. Maybe even finishing with a smile. Drawing your thumb knuckles to your third eye between your eyebrows. Gently bowing your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this gentle flow, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care.